I have a really curious case here for you that took me a bit of time to figure out. This woman, Mary Jane Liddell, if I look at her sources, she has two children. In 1910, this child, Clarence, is listed as an adopted son. In 1920, this daughter named Velma is listed as an adopted daughter. That plays very much into what I'm going to show you. So I've already pre-opened some tabs. Here's Velma, the daughter to Mary Jane and John Frank. Now I can go here and add the relationship type as adopted. So if I do adoptive and I say as stated in the 1920 census, that works. And I should have copied and pasted that, because now I can do the same. The mom is the adopted mom too. I don't know the date, so I'm not going to try to fill that in as stated in the 1920 census. Now I could do that for the son. See, and there it lists them as adopted, and I could do that for the son. But I want to show you what has happened here that really, really got me. So here is her name. There are 3 sources that list her name. There are 2 sources that list her birthday, and there are 0 sources that list her death. But this is what's been filled out. Now, you can click on Detail View. I went ahead and standardized the place, so my name is there. But somebody else has done other things to it. That just takes up room, so I usually leave it off. And I was very curious when a research source possibility came up. I dismissed it and said, this is not right. And then I thought to make this video, so I'll show you what came up. There's Velma Bradshaw, Velma M. Bradshaw, and I thought, oh, maybe she went and found her biological parents, and that is the name Thompson. And it's the same date, 17th of April, 1909, and the 5th of May, 1992. Well, that's very curious. That's very curious until I realized that this Velma lived in Ohio, and this Velma lived in Missouri. Also, Bradshaw is her married name. Bradshaw is her maiden name. So I came over here, and there is nothing that says that date. Whoever was here before me just put in that date, both the birth and the death, and it messed everything up. So I'm going to come in here and change it to the only thing that's written, which is 1911. And I'm writing that because date comes from 2 census records. Oh, and by the way, I wish I would have changed this. We don't know that she was born in, we just know she was born in Ohio. And I'm not talking about the date anymore, so I'm going to save that. Now there are 0 sources for her death, and that death is messing with the what it's looking for. So I'm going to delete this death because there are no sources for this death. And I'm going to put no sources for death. And there it is, 0. And I'm going to come over here to Family Search. Now, there's the Velma Bradshaw that is not our Velma. See, if I click on this, it's going to show us Missouri. That is not our Velma. And here's the same dates, so we're not going to even look at that one. We'll look at this one. She was 100 years old in Alabama. I don't know about that. So I'm going to get out of this one and I'm going to go to Ancestry. I'm going to find the right Velma. I don't know what her middle name is, but there she is, listed as 1911. This says Velma Martha. I'm going to open, holding down Control, I'm going to open a marriage because that might list her parents. A Find a Grave might list her parents. Here's another record with her marriage and a death. So I'm going to open those up and look at them. So we don't know. This was in Virginia. We don't know if that's the right one. Find a Grave. This is in the right place. That 1 year difference doesn't bother me, but it doesn't have any parents listed. I'm just going to delete that one. There's not even a date on that one. And here's that other Velma. So we know that's not her. This is that other Velma that we know is not her. So we're going to delete that one. I do not know if this is... In this video, I was trying to figure out if Velma's middle name was Martha and if she was married to a man named John Younger. Let me show you what I found that answered that question. Here's her brother Clarence Alvin Bradshaw. And there they are. They were both adopted. I'm going to go to his sources and show you something. I was so excited to find this. This is his death certificate. It's interesting to read these death certificates. And look who it is signed by. Velma M. DeYounger. So here is Martha's Page, married to John DeYounger. That is her, the one we were looking at. And there's the proof right there. There's Mary Jane Liddell and John Bradshaw and Sister Velma DeYounger. I was so excited.